road trip. Harps.
Here we are, Tommy.
I want to get you to explain what you mean when you say find people that lift you up.
Oh yeah, so I say hang out with people who drag you up. One of the common thoughts or thought bubbles out there is that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So we become, in some ways, consciously or not, intentionally or not, for better or worse, a byproduct of what we listen to, the conversations we have, the interactions, the relationships, the connections. And so, when you hang out with people, we become those people to a point in terms of their thinking and their standards and their values and their ideas and their theories and philosophies and habits and behaviours. So, yeah, I guess, and that's why when I work with addicts and alcoholics, it's really crucial that when they come out of the program, that we try to get them aligned with people who are not going to drag them back into that same space. So I always say hang out with people who will drag you up. So I like to spend time with people that, for me, are inspiring, people that are creative, people that are high performers, people that I can learn from. And and hopefully for them they can learn something from me as well. So it's win-win.
What if you've got a whole bunch of mates that are shit? Like, it's the reality for a lot of people.
Speaking from
no, I think I've just sort of phased out a lot of my friends that I grew up with that weren't the best influence on me.
Yeah.
But I've done that naturally. So what if you calculate your friendships now and go, they all equal shit? How do you find the people?
Well, I guess, once you get clarity and kind of direction about what you want to do and you head in that direction, I think a byproduct of that is that you end up connecting with people. If you say, for example, I want to write a book, and all your mates are illiterate fuckwits, well, they're probably not the group to go and consult with. Yes. So you might find, people who are into writing and editing and publishing and exploring their creative. Do we go straight here?
I think we do. I think we're a bit lost. I reckon, where's your phone?
Hang on. Where's your phone? Hang on. This is great. This is great viewing. And here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, 9.7 straight. Perfect.
Straight.
And we're back. So this is real. Doesn't get realer than this. So I guess when you move in that direction, like I know when I started moving towards doing different things, I would go and seek people out that were good at what I wanted to be good at. I'd have conversations with them, and I'm not pissing in your pocket, but like working with you, I don't understand all this stuff that we're doing. I understand talking, teaching, coaching, encouraging, but in terms of the way that we're now producing content, as you keep saying to me, we're producing content, Craig. I'm now starting to understand the way that in 2016 that people connect and that we can share ideas and information. And so from someone who was born in the 60s and, it was books or books, it's like, this is a bit fucking wild. So I hang out with you, I learn stuff. And one of the other, and this is probably a little bit long-winded, but I reckon one of the other great ways to spend time with people who drag you up is to find really good podcasts, which is a very new millennium thing, but so listen to people that inspire you or people who resonate with you in terms of your values and what you want to do, be, create. So you and I were heading to Kyabram today, and we've been listening to podcasts most of the way up, some of them insightful, some of them silly, but all of them on some level, provide some benefit.
I think it's around the same topic, like having a mentor is someone who you look up to and seek advice from. What about finding mentors? Because not everyone, can just find somebody. That's
true. I think finding mentors is sometimes it's just opportunistic, where you'll bump into someone or meet someone. But I think if we all do a stock take on our life and our situation, not all of us, but I think most of us will know of someone. It might be one of your dad's mates or your mum's friends, or it might be an old teacher, or it might be an old coach, but just somebody that in your world that you've had something to do with that even maybe you now realise looking back that they have a level of knowledge or insight or awareness or intelligence that might be of value to you. And I think, I've mentored quite a few people over the years, plus I do coaching as part of my job. But, sometimes that there'll be older people that really enjoy the process of helping somebody who's younger exploit and explore their talent and their potential and their time and their opportunities. So it doesn't, if there's somebody in your world, even if it's maybe somebody that you don't know, maybe it's somebody you might reach out to and go, you don't know me, but I would love to be mentored by you for these reasons. And that's not an invite to send me an email. I'm busy.
You sent me one. I mean, I'm always looking for people to speak with and hang out with. No, do you know a funny thing? A mentor of mine who is now one of my best friends, he was someone that was like a family friend, but I thought to myself, I want to be friends with him. And I like actually envisioned it. And years later, we're like best mates.
And I think one of the interesting things is that we don't necessarily, we tend to gravitate towards people our own age, but like you and I have a good relationship, we have a good friendship. You're 27, I'm 52, and the fact that there's a big age gap doesn't really matter. And in fact, in some ways, it's in terms of working together, it's probably valuable because I have experience and insight and understanding that you don't have, and you have the same that I don't have, as well as some other skills. And so it's a nice marriage. And I like the fact that I maybe have a bit of experience and maybe wisdom, but that you don't have purely because of my age, but then there's all your youthful enthusiasm and optimism and new age skills and insights that that it merges, and hopefully we can do some good stuff together.
This has been a great piece of content, Craig.
It's very good, isn't it? Content. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew you could do this?
That's all we got time for, folks.